if you want to see more of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, oh, we're doing that right now, baby.
You know, because we're in spin gravity, buying me a drink might be kind of complicated in a station like this. So you're looking at the station. Ooh, look at that. Look at that lens flare. Who are we, J.J. Abrams? So when you have a station like this, it would be operating under spin gravity. So it would be spinning about a central axis. And at the central axis in the Citadel is called the Presidium. And they must have some other gravity technology. I think, you know, they call it EZO, and it creates artificial gravity on their spaceships and stuff. But how you create real gravity on a space station like this is you spin it. So you would, if I were the developer, you'd see a slight spin being added there. Now, I say that to say this. If you have a large structure that's spinning around an axis, you can get artificial gravity around the edges, like you're riding in a carnival ride or something like that. With a force on your body, you can make that body your weight. That force on your body, your weight. You can make it feel like there's 1g. However, if you go to the center of the rotation, the axis, because the acceleration that you feel on the edge of a spinning ring is dependent on the radius at which you are from that ring. It's v over r squared. That means if r is 0, if you're at the axis, the very center, the presidium, that means you're not going to feel any acceleration, which means you're not going to feel any force, which means inside of a rotating space station, even though on the edges you can get artificial gravity, at the very center of the axis of rotation, you'd be completely weightless. And that was your first Mass Effect lesson for today. Embassies. Right. I forget again where I'm going. Where am I supposed to be going? It's been a while. Where's Harkin?
That's her.
What? An assassin? What? I don't remember this at all. Wow! What? Okay, so when we do the cut down later, don't include me dying like that. That would be... See you. Woo! I don't know how to put my weapons away. I'd like to put my weapons away. How do I put my weapons away? Do I hold it? No. Do I do this? No. Do I do this? No. Do I hold this? No. Do I do this? Nope, that's a grenade. Alright, we'll figure it out. Oh. Sorry. You're not liars. Here's the thing. If I was attacked by assassins and then one of my team was like, those are Saren's men, they look like Saren, they're the same species, and Saren's an evil name, you feel like that would be enough information, right? I don't know, let's travel back to... No. Somewhere...
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut, or who are you?
Let her go.
Drama. Whoa! Don't remember that. Dropped him like a sack of dirt. Peek! Come on. You don't peek.
A Krogan might come in handy.
We could definitely use a Krogan.
He was at the C-section.
So what I like about the Krogan morphology is that they have multiple organs, redundant organs, such that they're like they've evolved on a harsh world called Tuchanka, which I love saying.
Move out.
They evolved on this harsh world called Tuchanka, and because of that, they have all of these changes to their biology that accommodates for that, right? That makes sense given that environmental pressure. Does any animal have redundant organs? Well, not redundant, but I mean, you can lose half of your brain and still function. We know that from lobotomizing people. You can lose one of your kidneys, some of your liver. Your liver will regrow. What the genophage was doing is trying to alter the genetics of Krogan such that they don't reproduce as quickly. We're changing the DNA of mosquitoes such that those mosquitoes cannot attain maturity without a certain antibiotic. And this antibiotic they obviously will not find naturally in the environment. And so we raise some females and we raise them with the antibiotic so that they mature with this altered DNA. But then once they go out and have babies in the environment, those babies don't have that antibiotic. And so they're mating with the natural population and then producing babies that will never be fully grown. So release enough of these females into the population to have them start interbreeding, or breed a bunch of them first and then release them into the population. Eventually the population will start going down as viable mates start plummeting, and that's one way to deal with it. We didn't do that. They didn't do that with Krogans. They just artificially changed the successful birth rate, where like it's more or less changing like the child mortality rate, which now that I say it, that's exactly what we did with mosquitoes. Solarians did to Krogans what we did to mosquitoes. Oh my goodness. Where is C-Sec? I really hate this guy. Goodbye. Whoa, that thing iced me right there. So let's move you. Move. Man. Oh.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Oh yeah? I need information right now.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever.
Except in
Even I don't know
DLC and Mass Effect 2 later, but don't worry about that.
I told her I'd set a meeting up.
Hey, buddy.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard.
You know it's not. You know what else isn't making your life easy? That haircut.
Assault on Cora's den. Do you know how many? Who's this? The Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Who's this? Spacesuit lady? Yeah. So the humans are dumb. Humans are dumb. So yeah, squadding up. Kusanagi says, Kyle. What? What do you want? Oh my goodness, we still didn't find C-Sec. Where is C-Sec? Where is C-Sec? Donde? To the med clinic. Head down the stairs below the speeder port. All right. I don't believe you. Med clinic that way. Thank you. Thank you, people. Interesting thing about an elevator in a spinning space station. Again, because we talked about how... Excuse, I'm talking. Thank you. Because in a spinning space station, the force on you, the centrifugal and centripetal forces on you are going to change depending on how far away you are from the center of rotation, your radius measurement from the center of rotation, which is in this case, I guess, the presidium. If you take an elevator up, you will get more and more weightless as you go upwards towards the presidium or towards the center. And the exact same thing would happen in a so-called space elevator. I know this is a space elevator, but it's not exactly a space elevator. So if you had an elevator connected or a cable connected to Earth, and then around it you were spinning an elevator, so you had this, you know, it's like the Earth spinning a rock around itself. At some point, as you were going away from Earth, there is an actual point you can calculate in a space elevator that as you go up in the elevator, the centripetal and centrifugal forces will cancel out with Earth's gravity at one point, at a calculable point, some way up the elevator as you're taking your ride, and you will be weightless, and then your orientation will flip, and then you'll be weightless the other way. You know, a real space elevator would need some kind of system like, you know, initiating, and then you're standing like you would in a normal Earth elevator. You go up, but you're getting more and more weightless. And then at some point, near the canceling of gravity force point, you would need the elevator to spin, to turn, such that your feet were now above your head. And you'd be like, you know, reorienting gravity. And then as you pass that point, your feet are now pointed upwards from where you were starting. And then as you get to the edge of the space elevator, you feel that artificial gravity again. This is what you can expect with Scientist Play streams. Aren't you lucky?
You're the one they call Shepard.
Huh? Come on, I got that. I could do it.
The name's Rex.
The Shadow Broker paid me a lot of money to get rid of Fist. Only got the first.
Eh? Pretty good. Okay, see now I think we go with the boys. See now I think we're with the boys. Now once again, I don't know where to go. Oh yes, I do. DC Mercy says, I know Krogans have 4 testicles, aka quads. The single genitalia thing. I'm speaking.
The one speaking with Saren.
That's great.
Matriarch Benezia.
I'm speaking about genitalia. The single genitalia thing is kind of a human bias, right? A lot of animals have single reproductive appendages or organs, but a lot of other animals do not. A lot of other animals have multiple phalluses and multiple birth canals. So just having a single one of each is not necessarily the norm. DC Mercy says, this is better education than I got from school. You did not go to a good school. Or what a normal person would say was, thank you. But I'm not. Saren's bringing them back. Anderson, I'm speaking about penises. Sharks and snakes have what are called hemipenes, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just 2 of them. The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. You're a fool. Just because I'm in this awesome robe doesn't mean that I don't know things. Look, we get that your SEAL Team 6 can murder people, but that doesn't mean that you can just go into space and murder people. That's totally different. Look at my fancy face flaps.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a traitor.
You make Caltech says you make science extra cool to learn about. Hey, baby, that's a, sorry, I called you baby.
Come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Look, you tried to say something nice, and I called you baby, and that was weird. And I'm gonna have to deal with that. So I want to apologize on behalf of all my new Twitch patrons and subs, and whatever else it is. I want to apologize in front of a star to you. Pertan says, love the scene, Kyle, just missing those glowy eyes and a swivel chair. I mean, aren't my feet enough? Like, what else do you need, you know? And I'm sitting like a guidance counselor, like trying to be cool with you, right? Hey, I know you're having a pretty hard time out there, buddy. It's not always easy to make friends your first day of school, but, you know, maybe if you tried not wearing the fedora, it might help you. It might help you. And Drami says, the conclusive man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
That was so dang good. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. How do I get to my ship? Odina will be in the embassies because he's an ambassador. I have a master's degree. Yo, this guy is a Sith. You can tell that this guy is a Sith. Yep, I'm a Sith. I'm nodding my head knowingly. Where's Udina? Stop stealing corpses. Where is Udina? This is annoying to me. Oh, it's right here, chat. I don't like. See, I've heard streamers call their chat like that, and I don't like it. I'm not gonna call you that. You're staff. Natera and Nymphati says, I'm staff. Does that mean that you get paid? No. Actually, it means that you pay me for the privilege. Speaking of, you can go to patreon.com/Kyle Hill. Join the facility today. You can get to join our Discord, talk with me almost every day, but I'm always lurking there. You get episodes early, like you got today's episode yesterday. You get behind-the-scenes photos. You get private members-only live streams. Not like this, where we're talking to a couple hundred people. Like private. Tossin555 says, why don't we just take the entire sun and put it into a battery? Because you don't understand how the sun works. You know how many Earths can fit in the sun? Like 1 million. Do you know how big the Earth is? It's everything you know. And probably everything you ever will know. Because we're not going to make it.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
My favorite piece of music in a long time. Why do you need something like the Mass Effect relays to travel throughout just a single galaxy like this? Well, from the distance, from my marker here, from here to here is something on the order of like 100,000 light years. Which means, yes, if you turn on a flashlight over here, you would not see it on the other side of the galaxy for 100,000 years. Now, the fastest that any of our ships, cool they may be, the fastest that any of our ships can travel right now is not even 1% the speed of light. So, if the fastest you can go is the speed of light, that means it would take 100,000 years minimum to cross the galaxy. And if you're only at 1% of that speed, what's that? Can you guys do that math? It's 10 million years. It's a long time. So that's why you need to stipulate for something like this, a game like this, where the galaxy is at stake. You need to stipulate FTL travel, or else nothing is going to happen in a timely manner. Other fictions, like The Expanse, get around this by making it just a solar system and giving everything fusion drives, so you can get to Jupiter in a week, rather than years, you know. Hey, can anyone confirm for me, is this Sparta? The Tactical Bucket, Jabo, one of my staff, says, it could be Mako or Breako with this remako? You're fired. How hot is lava? Lava is 2,500 degrees. If you were this close to it, you need some kind of material that is robust enough, or otherwise this would be close enough that the infrared radiation coming off of that lava would set the tires on fire. The T's on fear. Tostin says, what is the maximum size... Where am I going? What is the maximum size of an animal? The largest animal to ever live, you probably know this. The largest animal to ever live is the blue whale, and it can only accomplish this massive feat because it's in water, and this water provides a buoyant force. And the buoyant force literally counteracts the... It's fine. Literally counteracts the gravitational... It's fine. It drives... It's so much easier to drive. It's so much better to drive. This buoyant force, which is dependent on the volume of water displaced, literally counteracts the force of gravity. And because it's dependent on the volume displaced, that's why it's so hard to put a beach ball underwater. If you've ever tried to like submerge a beach ball at the beach or at a pool or something like that, it's super, super hard, even though the beach ball is super, super light, because it has so little mass, but the volume that it displaces is so high. But without that, animals can only get so big, you know, the size of these large dinosaurs. So the maximum size seems like it's something that's already been somewhat tested by evolution, right? Oh, my body. See, now, why does it look like they feel pain? That seems like having your robotic dudes feel pain is probably not something that you need to do. Uh-oh. Not gonna make it. Yes, I am. Nope, I'm not. Nope. Yes, I am. Oh! How are these weapons that you're seeing, how do they make sense scientifically speaking? Well, scientifically speaking, these are railgun type weapons. So they're firing small bits of metal at incredibly high velocity. They do this with the so-called EMF, or an electromotive force. And if you break those words down, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a force that moves something from an electric field. So what you do is you have two rails, hence railgun, and you put a piece of metal in the center of it. And because of this specific geometry, when you run an electrical current through these rails, it creates a induced magnetic current and a EMF, a force that, because of the way that the electric current is moving, well, it's moving this way, providing a magnetic field that goes this way, force on an object that goes outwards from the barrel of the gun. If you do this, you can do this with a lot of electricity to propel these things at extremely high velocities. And if you're doing something like that with a lot of electricity, that means a lot of electrical resistance. If you don't have something like a superconductor, and a lot of electrical resistance means a lot of heat. Where is all that energy going? Well, some of it has to be lost because of thermodynamics, and some of that is lost as heat. And so you would need either heat sinks, which are materials, masses of materials like metals, that can absorb a lot of heat very quickly, like my pure diamond ring here. Diamond would be a very good heat sink. But all that heat goes into a hunk of material very quickly. You can see these heat sinks in your computer, if you can see into your computer like a fancy streamer boy. And then you eject these heat sinks to get rid of that heat. That's what the cartridges are in Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. And this is just an overheating issue, so you want the gun to cool back down. But it does make sense if you're using EMF rifle rounds with electrical resistance. Let's get back to it. Hey, buddy. Hey, how are you firing behind your butt? Hey, what if I knock you over? See, that's a slight oversight. If I can completely knock you down like this. Oh, my body. Oh. Was that for engineering? Dr. Strangeove says it has a forward boost now. Does it? Oh my gosh, you're right. Okay. Hey. See how much propulsive force it had behind that? Shoot your butt. Oh, my legs! You shot me in my only weak spot. My thick femurs. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, isn't the combat music fantastic? I think there's a Geth Prime here, if I'm not mistaken. And that's serious business. I remember when I did this the first time, I really cheesed this. I think I hid. Well, I'm definitely going to cheese the Geth. The big guy, because that's hard. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, no! Oh! Oh! Oh, no! He did the toxic to me. That fool. Okay, back on me. Regroup. Oh, you're... Oh, jeez. I know what yes, of course. Should hit him so he goes down. Yeah. Old snipey snipe. We're gonna take out this guy here. Woo! We're gonna take out, gotta take out that kinetic shield, kinetic barrier. Huh! Woo! And then we're gonna... Go ahead, peek. No thanks. And then we're gonna get in front of this guy here. Overkill. Overkill. Warp. Whoa! What? What? That thing can one-shot you? Oh, dang. That's probably why I cheesed it in the first place. Ooh, I look so cool like that. See ya. See ya. I'm gonna fire at this thing a couple times. Right in the face. Hopefully it doesn't just one-shot me again. Yep. Oh, there goes the deadly dangerous ball of death. So I'm gonna throw a grenade at that thing. Yep. Don't. There we go. Come on. So let's sabotage warp. Warp it. Ayo! Right in his gut. I was just checking that button.
Wow. We had a great time today, didn't we? A little over 3 hours playing one of the best games ever made. One of the best sci-fi games ever made. And I told you at the start of the stream, to solve this mystery, to solve the complex problem of the Reapers, saving the entire galaxy. They needed a man who's hard to find. A man, kind of supervillainy, not elusive, but your boy here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And until we do this next time, be nice to each other, because this is all we got. Baby, baby, baby.